Alright, welcome back to Oblivion Master the difficulty part 2. First part, we got through, the Emperor died and everything. Spent a good hour and a half to almost 2 probably on the stream just sitting here maxing out sneak. So I figured once I hit about 80, I kind of ended the stream and just kind of sat here letting the sneak level increase. Throughout that situation, I am 1 level away from 100. So I figured to start up the stream here, get this level 100 knocked out real quick, and then we can continue on, try to make our way out to the real world. Getting out the dang sewers. Which any second it should pop my level 100. Yeah, I'm getting pretty dang close. But in the long run, this level 100 sneak will help on a few things that I'll need. Now everybody says, oh, well, that's cheating. No, it's not. This is on a console. I can't cheat. I can only glitch. Now, it was put in the game to where I could sit in this corner right here at the beginning and get level 100 sneak right offhand. It's the way it is. There's no wrong way to play this game. Now, the glitch I use to manipulate and give myself arrows is one thing, but it's on master difficulty. The first rats you fought, like you go to my first stream, I died once. It was hard to fight off against those 3 fucking rats at the beginning, and then the only thing I could do was run away, and just kind of get to this part where the Emperor, there we go, where the Emperor dies and stuff. I just kind of snuck around, let the bodyguards do their thing. You do everything in your power to remain undetected. You become a master at sneaking. So while sneaking, any attacks on an opponent that has not detected you ignores their armor. So that's huge. But the other best thing is I can walk about right here, and it's still hard for him to fully see me as long as, as long as I do some good things here. Now that that's level 100, the only thing I can think of needing to do now is level this up. I got plenty of potions and stuff. So yeah, your best bet at doing anything right now is when you get in here, just take it nice and easy. Pop quick save so when you can. You really don't want to catch yourself out in the open against these little bastards. And that's the other thing too I don't like is when you fall, you come out of sneak. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, damn. And on top of that, I can also do this. Again, take your time. Do what you gotta do to level up. Again, I have a lot of arrows, so I don't have to come over here and keep collecting them. But if you can, do what you gotta do. Now with this sneak, I should be able to sneak past a lot of this stuff, like these goblins and stuff down below. Try to fight those guys, it's just gonna be hectic even there. Do a quick save. mean, I can't save right now. The best part about this is all I have to do is not level up. So my little hunter sneak will be amazing, don't get me wrong. But in the long run, your best bet is just to, if you really want to get out of here with ease on master difficulty, in my opinion, is if you can get past the first 3 rats, get a few of the armor piece gear so that way if you do get hit, you're not going to get one tapped. But besides that, once you go through the first door with the goblin and stuff, after you get your lockpick or the keys and, you know, your first couple weapons, once you go through that first door, run like hell. Just go through all the, like, here's the thing. Everybody's like, oh, you gotta stop and you gotta fight everything. On master difficulty, no. The best thing to do is to get through that first door, go through it all, um, just book it till you get to the next door where you meet up with the emperor again for the second time, and then just let the bodyguards do their job, because no matter what difficult we're at, those bodyguards will always easily kill the mythic dawn. It's just coded in them that they can't die and they have the strength strong enough to be able to kill them quick enough. Otherwise, you just get stuck in a endless loop where they die, pass out, wake up, die, pass out because they can't wake up fast enough to put out enough damage, you know, or whatever. But with that, you just kind of let them go, get to the Emperor where he dies, kind of protect yourself away from that one mythic cult, and then you hit that corner and just start loading up your sneak because that one soldier won't leave until you leave here. Once you leave this spot, he's gone. So if you ever need to get your level 100 up for, you know, just put your controller down, you know, put a little rubber band or whatever around just so that way, and just let it sit for a good 2 hours, 2.5. It literally took that long. My stream, it took about 45 minutes probably to get to that spot because I died a couple times. But if you do that and then just drop a save right there, you know, boom, you can constantly get your sneak up. If the game crashes or whatever, you're perfectly set right there to come back, you know. But literally 2.5 hours, just let that summon gun sit there, you'll have level 100 sneak. Now, again, it's not like the original sneak where if you get it to 100 and, you know, you could literally walk up to almost anybody and not be seen in broad daylight. Well, they fixed that in UI situation here, which is nice. But there is a certain little treat that I'm going to try to go for on my first Oblivion gate. It's going to be rough because Kvatch is supposed to be decent, but when you're dealing with the fireballs getting thrown at you from all those guys, oh my god. So master difficulty is going to be a pain in the neck. I promise you this is not going to be the first time you see me probably getting irritated with this game, as master difficulty can get very tough. But for now, let's just get out of the sewers. And voila. Now the very first thing I'm going to do, and what anybody should do, is 2 things. 1, you head over there, do your temple, get a few early on. Yeah, thanks for the tutorial completion. Either way, you can do that, get a few things out of there which aren't too bad. But on master difficulty, your best bet is to straight head for town. I'll show you something here. Do a quick little... Why can't I save right now? just to make sure I did drop a quick save. There's supposed to be a little mud crab that sits out here. Now watch this. Look at that mud crab, bro. But sit on top of this rock right here. Keep pumping them full of arrow. Now you're not gonna get lucky on this rock necessarily, but oh, look at that, 26 on the marksman. So the downfall about this game, you have to level up to get better gear, which means sitting here at level 1 is going to be a godsend for now until I get at least, I'm going to say 50 to 75, one of the two on marksman, because that's when you'll start getting a decent damage output to keep up on master. And then you go sleep, you get a couple levels or something until I think it's like level 5 or 10, then you'll start getting better gear. And then you go on from there, etc., etc. That's why I did my sneak up to 100, as it's going to be helpful. The way this is set up is you have two modes. You have your walk mode, like I'm barely pushing in, kind of moving my joystick around to see if I can find a little bit of spot of a faster movement. No, but once you hit a certain spot, like I'm slowly going forward on the walk, once you hit a certain spot, they decided to start running. See? Like there's two modes. So when you're you fuck right off, dude. I'm a fast son bitch. And on top of it, I got guards up over here. Oh, this man mean business. This man mean business. Help! Help! Where's the guards when you need them? Help! Oh man, this wolf mean business. Like, isn't there supposed to be guards out here or something? Yeah, buddy, get me inside. I swear to God, if that wolf follows me in here, he's fucked.
I'm only asking for a single coin.
Either way, don't remember who it was. Because now we can manipulate and get some items here. That's going to make this game a lot easier.
I offer the finest goods and the lowest prices in all Cyrodiil.
Not bad. You got arrows, you got those.
Fare thee well.
That sword isn't too bad. It'll be a good start if I really needed a weapon.
Hello.
But that's a warehouse. I don't need the warehouse.
No real question what Herbal is going for there.
Black courier.
You have my ear, citizen.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stick around this area and just kind of level up the best I can, doing odd jobs. Hack and slash, Mystic Emporium, Divine Elegance. I think this is all like clothing here. Yeah, this is all just clothing.
What do you have to report? Got called in on a murder. Been some talk. Some of the men think it was, you know, the Dark Brotherhood. Just keep one hand on your hilt and both eyes on the crowd. There's something sinister lurking out there. I can feel it. Just remember, my sword's here if you need it. You run into any trouble, just holler.
Say, you look like someone that could help. Have a look around. You won't find better prices in all Tamriel.
Oh yeah, you definitely don't want that. Light on light on self kind of sucks. It gives you away. Drains your speed by 5 points too. Don't need to resist disease. I already have 100%. Resist poison isn't bad, but again,
Have a look around. You
not my
won't
forte.
find better prices in all Tamriel. You too.
Time to make a little money. I want to find something that's flipping empty that... Okay. That's not bad. Make some gold.
May I help? Only quality goods for sale here. What can I interest you in? That's a good deal. That's a fair deal. That's a good deal. A pleasure to serve. You too.
I'm Bernardo. May I interest you in some of my fine wares? Come back and see me again. You too. Go ahead, please. Let's do business. Another satisfied. Take care.
Just keep one hand on your hip and both eyes.
Welcome to... Have a look at my wares. I'm sure there's something to suit you. You too.
How goes it, friend? Keeping the killers and the cutpurses at bay? Got called in on a murder. How can I help you?
Have you read the latest Black Horse Courier?
I've read it. Terribly written. Sensationalistic tripe, if you ask me.
See you.
Take care.
Greetings.
Hi there. Have you ever shopped at Rindier's?
I've never bought one there, but I've heard many
an old
mages swear
beggar.
by the place.
Take care.
Hi there.
The news from Anvil is terrible. Have you heard about the attack of the chapel there?
Good day.
May I help? May I interest you in some of my fine wares? Thank you for your business. Take care.
All right. Well.
Yes.
Good to see you.
Edgar Vautry. Let's do business. Thank you for your... Goodbye.
What else do I gotta do here?
Hi there.
Bo Thiel from the Arcane University is looking for someone to chase the bandits from Campaign's.
Times like this, I think
Probably
the
trying to enhance a weird machine. And something
I've
of a
heard
Fighting
others say the
citizen.
same.
Do you know a Reldil?
I saw a
I
mud
understand
crab
he
a couple of days ago.
has-
Ugly little animal.
Disgusting creatures.
Don't be the last.
Welcome to a fighting champ. I offer the finest goods and lowest prices in all Cyrodiil. Take care.
Alright, what else saying there? Yeah, iron bows. Oh, the fun begins.
Get your black horse courier here.
Shut up.
An odd one.
Sad thing is we're stuck with this carry weight. I really probably should. Yeah, I'm gonna go get light armor.
Heard
Since
any
we're gonna be
news from the
stuck
other
with this.
provinces?
They say
coin
syndicates of
for the
wizards
infirm.
have led a boycott of imperial goods.
So I pretty much, yeah, just bought all this armor for no reason. Naked men. I want my money back for
What?
this armor. Don't want me. I just told you I want my money back for
Have a
this
look
armor.
around. You won't find better prices in all Tamriel. You've made an excellent... Come back and see me again. Take care.
The best defense. Only quality goods for sale here. What can I interest you in? That's a good deal. Come back and take care.
There we go. Much better. A lot lighter. Definitely what I need.
Greetings.
What's new with you?
Now, the sad part is I'm gonna have to level up once. That's gonna be a fucking pain in the ass too, 'cause I gotta get into the Dark Brotherhood for the stuff that I want. Well, the armor that I want. So I do have everything I need. I have weight, steel, my rusty. I could. Which crate was it? This one. There we go. Get myself some more arrows. Alright, so the adventure shall begin. Now, the main goal here is to,
Spare a coin
one,
for the
beat the
infirm.
main quest.
Spare a coin for the infirm.
How do you do?
You know, they're so immersive, and she won't like stop. Yeah, get away. I'm trying to do something here, woman. Alright, so either way, main quest is what we plan on doing. That's going to be a rather difficult forward going into, and again, I will show you. Well, as you can see with that mud crab at the beginning of the stream, but on here, difficult master, difficulty level master. That's where it's at. But again, our main goal is to beat the quest, main quest. We're not even going to do DLC because if I even attempt to do the DLC on Master, I might as well be pulling my hair out and becoming bald. Because in there is just, especially on Master difficulty, is redundant. It even in the old Oblivion game on Master, it was pretty hard. It was doable, do not get me wrong, very doable, but very hard to do. On here, on the remake, it is damn near impossible because of certain integrations and changes in the skills. So if I go to my skill set here real quick, you go to armor, repair magic items. So all of this stuff is the same, except for 75 and 100. The between those two, okay, probably not armor's the best, but what was it? Like sneak, right here. This one was a little different. Sneak attacks, ignore armor. That was kind of a thing, but now when you're sneaking, like back in the old game when you were sneaking at 100, you could literally walk up to anybody and they wouldn't notice you. Broad daylight, they wouldn't notice you. You put on chameleon, you know, get a few pieces of the chameleon on, and you're literally invisible. Nobody could see you. You could sneak attack anybody. You could walk up, smack them, they wouldn't find you. Without chameleon, if you were to attack somebody, they could turn around and potentially find you. But on here, you don't get that. You don't get to walk around at level 100 and not be noticed. So you can't just sneak through everything. That's the difference between this game and the other one. The sneak skill itself is what makes or breaks this game, to be honest. The marksman can also be that way. Holding down L2, yeah, so 50. Your arrows have a slight chance to paralyze the target on hit, which will be really nice. Your arrows have a great chance to crit. So, 75 to 100. That's the thing with marksman. Again, expert and master. That's not journeyman. That's before this even came to a thing. On the old game, with your bow, you wouldn't consume your fatigue anyways. Again, even as a novice, you consume fatigue while drawing a bow. Why would that be something that is supposed to be an upgrade? You know, the first one should be you don't consume any fatigue while drawing a bow. I can understand that as the first one. Second one being, the focus thing. Third one being the slight chance. The fourth one being the great paralyze or great chance. And then like the master itself under that would have been like, uh, sneak attack does three times extra damage. So instead of 3 times sneak damage with a bow, you get 6 times. So you could literally walk in and one shot everything while being invisible. There's ways to break this game too, to where But I'm just saying, if you're trying to play through it normally, these skills have changed, and it's for the better in some way, but it's also for the worst. Like it's a mix between people's ideas, and I get it. Mine, on the other hand, I enjoy the little bit of change as it is because it doesn't make the game so broken like the old one. The old one, broken as hell. Literally, right out the gate, you could have 100 sneak, you could have 100 uh, restoration and stuff like, or not restoration, but the hell was it? When you alteration or whatever, when you can project life because then all you do is just sit there in that corner while you're sneaking and fucking proc that alteration skill, and boom, you're like level 100 on both of them within a decent amount of time. Well, the sneak itself is a decent amount of time, but the magic would be a little longer. Either way, there's ways that you could break this game. It is not hard, but for having a level 100 sneak right now is just what I needed to, yeah, affect your ability to move unseen and unheard by observers, and your odds of getting away with pickpocketing. So right now, I could get away with almost pickpocketing anybody as long as they don't notice me. But look at that, over here. This motherfucker can still see me. On the old one, he wouldn't be able to see me. Get into the shadows. I'm just saying, I don't know who sees me. If it is that guy, yeah, it is that guy. That's crazy. Like right here. Like daylight, like they adjusted it to where the game runs what it was supposed to be like. What it was supposed to be like. Now, again, I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, I'm going to belittle the old version. No. I'm saying the upgraded version is a good version of its own kind with added UI updates. So it's not like you're walking into the same Oblivion, you're walking into a new updated Oblivion, where daylight does, matter on whether or not a person can see you from like right here, stuff like that. I'm just delaying the inevitable. I really don't want to go out there and fight anything on Master. Not necessarily, obviously, but in the long term and long sense of this whole gameplay is just to try to beat the main story on Master difficulty.
Isn't Irene Metric graceful? How do you do?
Obviously, I'm not gonna bug it to where I get invincibility or anything like that, but I am gonna do my little bit of bug to at least make my chameleon
So
build.
I've heard.
The only thing that I can think of is 100 sneak, get your chameleon up to 100% if you can find. Now, this is the reason why I need to be a higher level, because when I go in there to do this Daedric stuff, I have to be prepared. Because once I get to that obelisk at the end, on my very first one, I do a quick save. And then once like you get to a certain level, that glyph or whatever is going to be more percentage. So right now, a person can carry or wear 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with a shield, 7, 8, 9. So with rings and an amulet, there's 9 total slots. You put at least one chameleon with 10% on there, that's 90% chameleon. Nobody's going to see you. Nobody's going to do a damn thing about you. That 10% chance of them finding you is if they're really like touching you and they've touched you for like a good 30 seconds and know exactly where you are, then you might get busted. But if you get up to a higher level, say I think 10 or 15, I don't remember, the percentage of those sigils go up. So the one I got was at like maybe level 5 when I first, when you first start off, 3 to 5, going over to Kvatch and doing that one. Now, doing that really does help. Do not get me wrong. But going over there and trying to fight things that you're not prepared for gets really messy. So that's why I'm not worried about going over there right now. Map marker added. I didn't hear anybody talk about anything. Either way, my thing is what I'm going to try to do is just kind of go around, do some side quests. I'm not even going to touch main quest yet until I get my marksman again, like I said, up to about 75. So that way when I do level up and hit level 10, I can go get better gear from the, people and stuff. I'll have to work on my mercantile, which is just, kind of duplicating some items and selling them to the point where, my mercantile increases. Because the thing is you'll get more mercantile XP when you sell something than when you were to buy it. In the long run, the main goal right now is to get to at least 75 marksmen, because That does make sense. I should probably do that before I go. The best thing about these guys, too.
The best if
Oh.
goodbye.
You just train in
What do you
heavy
want?
armor, don't you?
I can show you some new things.
Yeah,
Be seeing you.
I don't need to train in heavy. I need to train in light armor. Either way,
How goes it?
Hello. Do you know Arthraeus? I'd like to learn how he gets around without being seen.
so yeah, 75.
Take care.
Marksman. We're gonna try. Hold on, let me see. I gotta look up one thing here. I gotta see who does light armor training and where.
Have pity on an old war veteran.
Anytime now.
Hello.
Hello there.
Can you think of a more appropriate name for a store than Slash and Smash?
No real question what Herbal is going for there. He's got weapons. Big weapons.
So I've heard.
Take care.
Good day.
Oh.
Have pity
Hello.
on an old war veteran.
What is it now?
What's going on with you?
I heard people saying they ran into goblins around here not long ago. I can't stand those things.
So yeah.
I avoid those things whenever I can. Horrible creatures.
Good day.
Housed in the northwest quadrant. Imperial City, Elven Garden District, and Ophir.
You're a sneaky-looking sort.
In Bruma. Damn right, I'm a sneaky sort. Do quick save there. Gotta go to Bruma. Because I gotta go train on light armor to make sure that I'm getting the best of the best. Of the best. Another thing I gotta worry about too is repairing. Oculus Reparo. It's not a fighter's guild, that's the Nord Winds. Nord Winds. Nord Winds.
Can you spare a coin?
What is it now?
Slavery has been abolished in Morrowind. House Dress and Hlalu have renounced the slave trade and freed the beast folk from servitude.
Is this Nordwinds? Hornman's house, no.
There's been some terrible trouble at the chapel in Antwerp. All of the Bella's priests and priestesses murdered.
By the gods.
No doubt.
Nordwinds? Ah, Nordwinds. Alright, so. Wait 11 hours. So I'll just have to remember Nord's Wind for now. Nord's Wind, breaking wind.
Skjorda. Farewell.
Ulflin.
I'm Ulfin,
The light armor trainer.
There's
Yes,
much
know.
I can show you. Goodbye.
Alright, so that's at least a good start.
What is it, pond scum? I'm Surotan, proud of... Enough talk.
I can eat for it. Thank you. Oh, you hear about Jorundr? He was caught stealing gold. Arnora and Jorundr were once a happy couple. But it's over now. I hear that he took all of their money and stashed it after he committed a robbery. He was going to skip town on Arnora, but got arrested before making good on his escape. Now she has no money left at all. Blessings of Stendal.
You know what? We just gotta start doing this.
Greetings.
What do you want? Can't you see that I'm upset? Our affairs are none of your business. I don't know who you are, and you think I'm going to talk to you about... Go ahead. Well, thank you. How kind. I suppose I can trust you with this information. After all, if you can help me recover my stolen gold, you may find yourself earning some of it. I know what you've heard, all about Jorundr and his run-in with the town guard. Well, let's just say it isn't exactly all true. I may have let a detail or two to entice someone such as you to assist me. Until you agree to my scheme, I don't want to say more. All I can promise is that you'll be making a...
Yeah, sure.
Smart answer. Here's the deal. Jorundr and I have had a rocky relationship at best. Against my will, I've been dragged all over Cyrodiil helping him commit... I wouldn't say we're thieves. I mean, we've stolen things, sure. But we've never stolen that much at once. Until last year. Jorundr started to take risks and began robbing more dangerous targets. Not just... I'm talking about the bigger scores, like estates and tax shipments. I begged him to stop, as I knew that his capers would one day lead to violence. He just threatened to hurt me if I got in his way. I think the gold changed him, I really do. The few times I tried to say something, he'd strike me or push me away. Our last score was a tax shipment being delivered to the Imperial City. We robbed it, and I was mortified. We snatched up the gold and holed up in the mountains. He said if I breathed a word of the murder to anyone, I was terrified of him at this point. 2 days later, the Bruma City Guard traced us to our makeshift. I was off gathering food, but Jorundr was captured. Served him right. When I went back to the site later, the gold was gone. What I need you to do is go to the Bruma Castle dungeons and speak to him. He's not likely to just come out and...
Yes. What is it now? Hail.
Greetings.
Hail. Greetings.
Tidings, citizen. How goes it?
There a problem? What's a bother? Don't be too long about it. I gotta stay with you so there isn't any fun. Prisoners may not accept gifts.
I don't know who you are, nor do I care. All I know is... So? For me? Thanks. I'm not talking to you about anything. You're an outsider. I bet you're trying to trick me into telling something, and that fetcher of a guard, Terrellius, is always trying to be sneaky. Well, you can...
I haven't got all day.
Alright.
Prisoners may not accept gifts.
Okay. You can lock them up. I don't care anymore.
Greetings, Argon.
I'm not helping her.
How are you?
So we have to go to the jail and then talk to him inside, and yeah. Not worth it. Especially on mess to lose points.
Can you spare a coin?
Go ahead. I'm listening.
I wonder.
Who will help an old beggar?
There's a map marker that was added, I just don't know where. Oh. I'll give it a whirl. Everybody
Come
run.
on! God's... There's nothing... The lowlands of... The lowlands of the... Goodbye.
Smoke and fire. God, I don't even notice anymore. Guess you can get used to anything.
Definitely not the smartest idea of trying, but...
Stand. This is... You... Are you... You can... If you... The best I... If... Good luck. It's a brave thing you're doing.
That the best you can do? I fought mud crabs more fearsome than you.
Might help if I, put on the iron arrows to shoot. Oh! You saw that damage, right? Steel arrow. Two steel arrows. Kill those bastards.
Am I supposed to be impressed? This is the part where you fall down and bleed to death. Thank the Nine. I never thought the others. Cap, I'm getting out of. The captain is still holding the. All right.
You wanna get out of here? You're not normally supposed to. I mean, I could probably run through this one if I have to. I'll probably just run through it. Yeah, look at that damage. What you plan on doing on fire damage, eh? Yeah, that's not fair. Yeah, this thing. Play with your fireball, something that I can dodge with while shooting the bow. I need to practice my bow, bro. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Damn. We're just gonna do a quick run through. Don't worry about it. And it rocked, homie. The stupid part is I don't need a key to get to the top. I just need to get to the top. Pray to God. Nothing one-shots me.